Hey Tanner, I don't know if you're listening. I could not find Bubba Ray's number 1 anywhere on any of the boards, but there are no Bubba Ray's teams left in any of the divisions.
I think Bubba Ray's number 5 lasted the longest.
They
played.
They were in the C division and got either 5th, 6th, or 7th, 8th.
Oh, okay. All right, so I just started the recording on that one. We have Horses to Harleys and the State Line Jumpers.
And the State Line Jumpers are spotting Horses to Harleys 10 points for this match. And we are out of pods, so it's no longer 2 points per round. This is actually just a 10-point spot. And the only thing that matters is who wins. This is actually in the second chance A division. This is, like I said, there were 16 teams in the A division. So 8 of them made it into the regular tournament. These are 2 teams that did not make it into that, out of the 8 that did not. They are on the loser side. I believe the loser of this match gets 3rd. And the winner will be in the finals tomorrow.
I'll be there in just a minute.
That's okay.
Until food comes, and then I'll probably be gone again.
Yep, once food gets here, it'll probably be even a little more quiet than it just was. That'll be an entire day without eating food from the concession stand for me.
Other than that muffin, I might have pulled it off also. First day that I realized they had a tropical salad. Could have been eating that this whole time, but no. I was eating crap. Unhealthy. Maybe,
At least you didn't have any of the sloppy joes.
Maybe what you eat in Pure doesn't add to calories. Maybe they don't count.
They don't count for Rapid City calories.
Well, it's perfect. Oh, perfect.
Could I actually get the change from that? You're going to make out on the video.
Hey everybody, I have 2 spaces for the Scout doubles and 2 spaces for singles. table 25, Alex and Brady, and Cal and Heather. And table 26, Paul and Randy against Mel and Nora. We need just one more to fill that final piece, maybe back it up.
Give me just a couple minutes to eat, and I will explain the scoring system. Or you can look at what TK Shama just said. It's three points for the 8-ball and 1 point for every ball the opposing player has left on the table. Okay, we got that last singles bracket filled. We have Brady versus Lori on table 13. Yami versus Jason on 14. Derek versus Cody on 16. And Chip versus Jeremy on 8. Is anybody else having problems with their stream freezing? Or is there anybody out there that is not having problems, is more to the point? All right, I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't everybody. Generally, if there's one person that has it fine, then that means it's whoever's having the problem, or the people that are having a problem, it's on their end.
Timothy, go to table 21 to play.
Okay. I'm gonna let Oli finish, just because I inhale my food exponentially faster than most boys, and him. Why are you lost, Steph? Are you lost on the scoring?
I gave 3 points to the state line jumpers because Justin had called the other corner pocket that it went towards the first time, and the 8-ball went in the wrong pocket. So instead of getting 10, Justin lost 3.
And then actually, I didn't see Cam's table during that time. And where was it? Oh, Jeremy. Oli, actually, I don't know if you saw this, you were away. Jeremy P., who's with us, said from an old team member, he's watching live from St. Paul. Nebraska's looking good in those shirts. So we have quite a good mix of players and viewers. We have family members, former teammates. Our usual, I'm surprised Fast Eddie is not our usual viewers. You gonna turn that off, or you gonna eat in it? Figured I'd do you guys a favor and make Oli turn his mic off before he finished eating in front of it. That's great. The players always like to know. What? All right, on the left-hand table, Cam tries to bank that 11. He's going to give the table back to Mr. Vince Archuleta. Good. It's always nice. Our players like to know that they have support. It's always nice that friends and family and players alike can watch them without physically being here also. Kind of keeps you guys up to speed and in the loop vicariously, getting to watch. Tim's got kind of a tricky rack, although that little bit of a breakout's going to help. On the right-hand table, Vince is working out his out with his last two solids. That's great. We enjoy doing it. And, of course, for those of you that were with us either during singles finals on Friday or yesterday during team play, we are for sure streaming in 2 weeks for the VNEA state tournament starting on Wednesday, the 14th, through that Sunday, the 18th. So we will have state singles and then state team. And ideally, we'll also be streaming next weekend at the Rapid City Civic Center for city teams, although that one is not yet confirmed. I apologize. I started losing my voice late last night and almost completely this morning. So tomorrow for finals, it could be really interesting. What a great shot by Mr. Tim Shama. He definitely didn't get rewarded for that. Just barely skimmed off with the 15 into the side. Did get left really rough. And on the left table, the replay. Vince is on the 8. And unfortunately skims that 11 ball and misses it. It's going to leave Cam in the side with kind of a rough cut. Hoping to get shape for the 8, but as long as he gets that cut in the side, he should be good.
That was a tough miss for Vince.
That was. Sorry, Vinny. I'm going to use the instant replay mercilessly on misses, made shots, jump shots, pretty much whenever I want to.
That's fine. I just like to give you a hard time about how often you use it. It's actually, misses are the easiest ones to use it for, because you know when you're surprised by a miss, you're like, oh.
Right, especially if you're not looking for it. I'd like to see how they ended up hitting it or where it ended up. And of course we have Stefan Kreil up now on Tim Shama's game. He recently won singles at our own Rapid. What was that on? Just City
Rapid
singles?
City singles for
For
VNEA.
Monday night for VNEA. Great shot by Cam. He left himself really
Won
well
the-
for the
He won the A division.
And there's a little congestion on the tables before Cam gets down to shoot the 8
Probably
from the back table.
good thing that those guys aren't playing a match.
Yeah, super good. I'm sure Cam's ecstatic.
Well, I'm not sure if he hit him before he shot the 8-ball or during, but
See that again on a miss from Vince Archuleta. He gets back to Cam and he puts it away. That's going to increase Horses to Harley's score by 3. And it's going to put Mr. Shane from the State Line and Jumpers up, breaking. I think
that's
against
a great
Ryan.
shot by Tim on the other table. Since
Oh,
that
he
ends
got that
up
other one out.
straight in. And
Oh, this is going to be a big point game.
we can actually completely watch that thing over again.
Yeah, we should, because I was busy writing down
We're
scores.
watching it right now.
That's a big 9 for Mr. Tim, isn't it?
Yes, sir, ma'am.
I love that. And that's going to put Mr. Jim Hunsley breaking for Justin Speed on the right-hand table. Oh, we have 2 breaks, actually, back to back. Did they both come up dry?
Nope, Jim Hunsley did.
Oh, yep, Shane's back up there.
Cody in the singles, if you want to shoot, you got 1 minute.
It's good to see that they increase the volume in here again.
They like to keep everybody thinking that it's going to be nice and quiet, and then
Surprise you.
hammer them with some overly loud
Crazy
sound, and
decibels.
then kill it down for a little while again.
So it's kind of a... Well, actually, Shane's okay with being stripes. If he can get that 10 out of there. Solids are really rough on that table.
I'm not sure the 8-ball goes by the 3. That's really
That's
the
as
only
well.
ball that doesn't go into a pocket. I'm sure he'll shoot the 15 here in the corner pocket, and then the 14, and then he'll probably shoot the 10 in the side, unless he gets right
do I
on the
just-
13.
Okay.
What was that?
Nothing. I was trying to locate the 15 on the table. I was looking over the monitors at the table. But I found it. Don't worry.
Here, I'll point it out for all the audience. It's right there. I suppose it could be the 12 ball.
I did think it was the 12 originally, and then I was really searching for the 15, so I'm thinking, I guess we'll see here in a second.
It is the 12.
Booyah. Bert, can you point out the 15 to me again, please, on the screen?
It's gone now.
Oh, how convenient. For those of you out there, if you could give me
In the
a
junior division tournament,
course.
Harley McClellan
Right
received
then.
4th place finish.
quick audio check, because it is, again, super loud in here. So we want to make sure that it's not blown out or distorted for you guys. Both background noise and myself. Ole, we know he's never going to be
always
blown
loud.
out. I know, I was going to say, Ole's not super loud ever, so we don't have to worry about that. In fact, I have to turn him up most of the time.
I don't know why.
Ole's got jokes on Saturday night.
I got jokes on every night.
Yep, it's just 6 days out of the week. They're not any good.
Oh.
That's right.
And I'm the one with jokes.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. All right. I mean, do you think he's going to try and break it out so that the three all move with this 13 here?
Well, if the 10
know if
ball,
he can.
if the 10 ball goes, he's got to shoot, or not the 10 ball, the 8 ball goes into the side pocket that he's next to.
Yep.
Then, he, depending on his angle on the 10, you shoot the 10 ball and just try and get on the 8 for over there. But I'm not even
That 13, though.
sure that the 8 ball is a real easy shot up in the corner. I mean, you could just draw back off the 13 a little ways and shoot the 8 up into this corner. But it's not an easy shot.
So he liked it with the 10 in the side.
He's got a lot of angle on the 13 now.
Too much, don't you
He
think?
might actually just. I'm not sure how far the
He is
13 is
looking
off
at
the
that.
rail, but he might just run into the 8 and the 2 ball and see where it gets him. But he is looking at trying to hold it. That 13 must be quite a ways off the rail if he thinks he can hold it to there.
Just barely.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a ref called here. Would be my guess.
I've never seen this ref.
He's not a ref.
I realized that as I was looking for a ref. I've never seen
He's
this
the-
ref before.
He's the opponent.
That seems like a totally disinterested third party, but unbiased ref if you just use your opponent. I was like, that's the quickest ref we've gotten over there.
Good way to solve arguments. Looks like he's looking at banking it.
You guys thought I was tired last night. Who knew as the tiredness and the tournament waned on, it would get worse. I'm gonna blame that on my being sick. Maybe I consumed a bunch of NyQuil to feel better. Maybe I didn't.
He's looking at shooting again. I think it's makeable. It's just one of those ones where it's gonna be a pretty tight call.
What, did they just call him to 39? I'm pretty sure
yes.
they don't need a ref over there, but maybe they do.
Oh, they do.
Oh, maybe we can just
pretty sure that Ryan went to grab a ref for here also. So Mr. George Thompson gets to pull double duty.
Maybe he'll just watch them both at the same time.
That's what I would do.
Watch the one table with his right eye, the other one with his left eye.
On 3, both of you guys shoot.
Yeah.
1, 2,
So he said, "Go."
3.
I realize that now, Steph. I'm just instant gratification, so if I say ref, I expect him to be there right away. I also like to think that I need a winning lottery ticket, so if that could just materialize, that would be super. Where's George going?
He forgot that they needed
He
him
forgot
here
there was
also.
another table. Okay.
So interested in this game, I wasn't even paying attention to it.
Well, I was a little worried there for Jim. He broke dry, and Justin nearly finished the whole thing off.
I saw Justin had a bank on the 11 ball. He obviously did not make that.
Leaves Jim with a pretty okay table. So that 11 isn't in the way. George is really studying that table.
I think he's going to call it a foul before he even shoots. Just kidding, George.
Is he going to watch it? Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't need to now. He knows what's going to happen. Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
He died. He misses it, and
That was a good hit.
George called it good. Okay. All right, so it's a good hit.
And Jim Hunsley gets 4 for the state line jumpers.
Right there. That was a big swing 4. That could have been a huge point game for Justin.
Sorry, Justin, but that's 2 of them. Could be shooting at 20, buddy.
That's right.
I've been there.
So, up we have Mr. Ben Rust. He'll be breaking for Cameron.
Looks like Ben came up dry, so Cam gets to go up to the table, take first look. Ryan, I didn't get it out there, so I know I didn't jinx him.
You almost, maybe you were thinking it.
I was thinking it, but you got to say it, otherwise it's not a jinx.
It's going to be a tough one.
Ooh.
And Shane
Gets a 4 there.
Well, they're keeping it awfully close so far. Unlike some of the games we saw today where a team got a really, really far jump on another team.
That brings Vinny up. And he hasn't got to shoot yet this match, I don't think. Vince Archuleta. He got a 3 because Justin made the 8-ball in the wrong pocket
I was
earlier.
really confused. I was like, what are you talking about? Like he showed up really late and they're playing around now?
This match.
That's
He's shot
right.
balls today.
Justin had ran that one out and then put it in the wrong pocket?
Yep.
Wowza. That hurts. Sorry, Justin.
Uh-oh. If we're counting that as a swear,
Swearing?
then
Yeah, we're in trouble.
I'm pretty sure we're getting shut down, and I'm not paying those fines.
We decided instead of a swear jar up here, we need a fee for every time somebody steps on our stage and wiggles cameras.
Here comes $1.
Right
There it
now.
is. There's a buck.
That means Steve Dale owes us like $45 from this tournament, although Rich Slim potentially owes us $350 from Friday night.
That's being moderate.
I was giving the bet. Well, until I explained to him that he was moving the camera, he was just oblivious. So
Right. You would have thought that he would have got the idea when I gave him the evil eye before he even hardly walked onto the stage.
Nobody
And
understood.
told him that he was moving the
No.
cameras.
People think you're just glaring at them because that's what you do.
And then he jumped up and down on the stage just to be funny. And when I didn't laugh, I would think he would get it through.
It's way funnier when you're drinking, I think. I don't know.
That's a possibility. There wasn't anybody drinking at this tournament, though.
Not us, dear Lord. It's the driest tournament ever.
Oh, Cam's got the 5-ball.
Cam
He's
has
all
a
right.
3-ball on the side. Yep, leaves himself a 5.
I was thinking he needed to get on the 7, but just move the 14 out of the way, so he's got more options on the 7.
Vince has shot this game. He missed that 8-ball.
What game?
Isn't that Vince? Somebody's dogged an 8-ball that I did a replay on the first one.
No, Vince was the one that lost to Justin Speed. Justin broke and ran, or
In
he
my-
won against Justin Speed.
In my head, it was Vince. So whoever dogged the 8-ball, I accredited that to Vince.
No.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
Well, Vince played Justin the first round, right? Oh, he didn't?
No.
No, who played Justin? Vince did dog that 8-ball.
That's what I thought. Ben is the
Oh,
one that Justin
Ben.
almost ran out on.
Ben hadn't shot yet.
Yeah, Vince dogged the 8-ball against Cameron. Dear Lord.
That's right. We're going to say that Vince dogged the 8-ball like 50 times during this match. Just because I know Vince is one of the people that's going to go back and watch this match.
It's all right, Vinny, when you're rewatching this, just remember, Ole's the one who tried to forget it. Now he's going to rub it in.
Yep. That's your teammate, buddy.
That was a pretty great bank. He just brought that 2-ball back for him. I don't know if it totally redeems the 8-ball, but
I look for Vince to play this one a couple rails.
like a minimum of 7 or?
I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he'll... No, I don't know. I'll watch the other game. I don't know what Vince is going to do.
Right about now, Mr. Alan DePro would say,
Bank the 7-ball once back.
Alan would say, those guys on that other table, they're looking over and they're saying, what would Vince do? Oh, he tried to bank that one too. Would make for a mess up there. Oh, not too bad.
Oh, Vince didn't leave much of a shot, though. Tim steps up and surveys the table.
Mr. Tim Shama.
I think there might be a safety coming.
No.
Yep, play right off of that 13 ball.
Cam. That was a rough little shot there. There's that one. Tim does rock a safety. Brings us back up to the table. Steph, if you lost your entire viewer, you probably just need to close out, sign back in. That fixes like 70% of most problems. If you're having a severe lag or a freezing issue, if you restart, that'll probably fix the other percentage of problems. And if you're watching on your phone, like Jen, and you're still able to chat and view the video, you're pretty lucky.
Can you still hear us, but you lost your view?
I think she made it, yeah, I think she signed up.
And Cam just signed that he was blowing his brains out.
Don't say that. There's a reason we don't have a camera on them when they come back to the tables.
I think we need one.
I know. I'm scared. I'm a little scared for that, actually.
We actually need to hide a camera guy somewhere around that they can't see
Hit on
following
the
them.
7, and is going to leave Tim right on that 13. I think you can still see that.
He can shoot the
No, right?
11. Well, he can shoot the
Oh, can you
11.
see the 11? Oh, yeah.
If he can't shoot the 10, he's got the 11 for sure.
Yeah. Man, this is so much easier than watching 3 tables. I feel like the Oracle. I feel like I know everything now that I don't have to look at a third one.
Click me in the chat there.
She logged off.
Oh. Never mind.
Great shot by Ben over on the right table.
Tim comes up here perfect for the 9 ball. Hit that ball really good.
Jen, that is immensely impressive. It's really impressive that you can access and utilize the chat while streaming video on your phone. Phone just keep getting faster and faster. And look at that 8 ball from Mr. Tim Shama. It's going to give them 5 points. Well, you were so quiet earlier. You were mumbling and quiet compared to me.
Well, I just realized that it's my mic that's blowing up my eardrums from everybody in the background talking.
Stebbins going to be breaking for Jeremy over on the left table as Ben looks at this shot on the, should we say 12 ball? I can't see it. The stripes are just perfect.
I'll tell you in a minute. I do believe it was the 12 ball. It is gone now. So we don't have to deal with it anymore.
Kim, we were just discussing that. We would like to, and that's the hopes and dreams that we have, is to live stream city teams this coming weekend.
If you know anybody that has a couple $100 that they want to donate
Yeah.
for internet, we will be more than happy to put their name on the broadcast and
Yeah, we will totally
Stream
make
it.
them the advertiser if they would like to sponsor that.
as of right now, I'm waiting on word to see if we can get sponsorship for that again.
From the internet service provider themselves. But if anybody knows of a company or a donor that wants to find a way to make that happen, you should most definitely keep me in the loop. Unfortunately, dropping internet lines is not free.
I'm not exactly sure what it'll cost. It should be for 3 days. It's probably pretty close to that. Once you add in all the taxes and everything else.
Ben puts that 11 right in the side, leaving himself perfect on the 8. We'd sure appreciate that. Sometimes us trying to find sponsorship from the internet service provider themselves takes time. And they don't always say yes, as I found out for this tournament. That's going to give Ben a 4.
All right. That's going to tie things up.
Line. It is tied. And that means we're going to have Justin Speed breaking for Shane. I believe, because I missed one. Yeah.
It looked like Shane's getting ready over there, and Justin just got up. There he is. 1 camera, 2 camera.
Going on his table.
He's studying it.
What? What did you say?
You might disconnect a lot. There's a lot.
Mr. Tim Shaman just approached the booth. What was he asking about unplugging cords?
He was asking if you would scream into the microphone if you reached under and grabbed your leg.
Oh, that's when you said he would unplug cords.
I told him you'd probably do more than scream. And
Well, he has the wife, and his daughter wouldn't be able to watch him if he unplugged stuff.
that's what I said. There's a lot of stuff under there that can come disconnected. And at this point in the evening, I don't know that they would get reconnected.
Yeah. Those shamas, they're so unruly sometimes.
Unless, of course, I thought he was doing it so that we would stop screaming and then I would reconnect all of it. But
Oh, he always likes the scream.
I know he does. That's why I said I don't know that they would.
I know, Ole, you pretty much painted him into a corner right there. Timmy, you're in trouble when you get home.
I think you should text him.
He's over there cleaning his face on that call. He's setting it up.
You can unplug my laptop and put it on the table if you want. Go show whoever he's telling. Can you show that to Dwayne? It's saved on that one tab. That's funny.
I don't know. I don't see Tim with a drink in his hand, but
I don't really see anybody drinking, which is, even for the state line jumpers, it's a little unnerving. Timmy's getting himself drunk. Oof, Stephen just missed that 7 ball.
it's a big swing game too. If
That was.
Jeremy can get out.
I love that you left the Pizza Hut online order page on my computer instead of the the live stream.
It's up in order of importance. It can go back to the live stream now. At that particular point in time, the most important thing was Pizza Hut. And that's the last time that I will be mentioning them unless they start paying me. Well, today anyways. I didn't realize Tim hadn't drank in 26 years. That's quite a feat. I made it 26 hours the other day.
Are you sure you did that?
I know I was up for longer than that, and I didn't drink for
Why
the
does Justin
entire
have to be
time.
so tall? He's standing right in front of my table view,
No.
right over the screens.
You can just watch on the screen.
I know, but now I'm hooked on looking over.
No, it's a hard habit to break.
I didn't even do it once the first night. Cliff refused to look at the screen. So did Rich. I pretty much I looked like I was looking at screens. Like I wasn't even paying attention to the game. Like, well, they must be commentating. They're looking at the tables. She's on a computer. Oh my lord. I didn't see that coming.
He's going to get safe anyways. I don't think... Well, it looks like he's calling the 7-ball once to the side, but it's got to be close on whether he can hit enough of the 7-ball to do that.
Stand by, we'll be right back.
Sorry about that, Jeremy. I was actually paying attention to something else and missed the whole shot. I looked up just in time to see the 8-ball not go in. Uh-oh. Everybody's talking about a shot from the Open A finals. And that's going to give 7 more points to the state line jumpers. There's 5 players on each team. Well, they can have more, but for any match they play five players. Each player plays 1 player on the opposing team once. So you end up with 25 games. And in the team format, once the match is mathematically impossible to win for one of the teams, it's over. A lot of the matches go all 25 games, but a lot of them do not also. In fact, we had one match earlier today that I think they probably only played 17 or 18 games.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Steven did bank that 7 ball right into the side, and then he missed the 8 ball.
Oh, man.
And then Jeremy actually missed his shot right away, and then Steven actually ended up getting a 7 out of that. Justin's up at the table over here. Cam just broke on the left table and looks like came up dry.
Did you do an instant replay when he missed the 8 ball?
I did not. I was busy watching that shot on that other table
You're so much
being
more
shown.
You're so much more
That was
forgiving
right
than
when
me.
that was right when you walked away. I didn't even get to see him make the 7 ball.
Oh. Who needs me, Kim?
I think she's talking about me. I need you to keep me in line and keep me paying attention to the
Oh.
games.
Well, first of all, who doesn't? Second of all, Oli needs a whole lot more than me. Just saying, that's like the beginning.
She is right. She's not enough woman for me.
Oh, so funny. Actually, I could have seen that going way wrong the other way. Since I've been going to the gym, you could have said I was way too much. Little jab, jab. Ends up with a lead for that one. So that makes 2 of their team members that have missed an 8 ball. It's no good.
Who are you talking about?
I was just looking at Jim's game, right? Vince and Stefan both have missed one.
Yep, but Stefan still got a 7 out of it.
Well, that's a lot better than Vince's then. I like it so much better when we know the players and I can make fun of them, because that's like 90% of my shtick anyway, is
My shtick.
giving people crap. Did you say that word because I said it?
I thought it was funny. Funny that you think you have a shtick.
A whole lot more than you
No
got.
pun intended.
Yeah, I know. I was a little worried there.
Kind of look for Shane to play a safety here. I think he's
Looking at it.
striped. If he can see the right side of that 14 ball, just playing 2 rails underneath the 8. Hard part about that shot is making sure that you don't go below the 8 so that he has a shot on the 6. But he should kick the 4 ball out and leave the 14 right there. Jim just got hooked on the other table. Cutting that 9 ball in and
Makes that shot.
comes 2 rails. And no love.
He's not liking that. Shane does play the safety.
He did exactly what I said you don't want to do. Got to make sure you don't go below the 8 and leave that 6 ball.
Jim gets a good hit though, doesn't he? Look like it.
Yeah, looks like it.
Cam has plenty of options here though.
Becky, I can't say I blame you. 10 days in Vegas is too long for just about everybody.
What 2 years ago, how long? We were there like even longer, weren't
Forever.
we? It felt like a month. Don't get me wrong, I love the sunshine and the warmth, which I rarely get to see during the pool tournament. But yeah, it get to be a little excessive.
Uh-oh, Justin, where are you going with that cue ball?
I'm not sure he knows.
It's not where he wanted to go. Now he's pretty much got to play the 3.
No, Cam doesn't have anything too troublesome here, does he? Just getting. Well,
Kim says, we are in intermediate, Megan.
We have a couple in our junior division that are completed. 4th place goes to Arlie McClellan, and 3rd place goes to Mary Devlin.
sorry to step away. They had a rough call that was filmed the other night that they wanted to review.
Oh, and Justin tries to cut
Five
that
just
5
hung
ball.
in there.
Right?
He's not happy about that either. However, the lead on the 14 is going to be. I don't. Does that 14 go? It's right on the 4.
No,
So I'll look for the safe
be
here.
my guess. Yes, Jeremy, these are 7-foot diamond bar tables. It's pretty close.
And I thought that was going in.
I don't think he would
Would have
have
been a horrible leave, though.
liked the result, but he would have been happy to make it, I'm sure. At least get another shot.
Stefan told you to tell Megan hi? Seems like a really roundabout way of him telling me hi. That kid cracks me up. Oh, what happened on Cam's table? He doesn't look very pleased. Or he's really
No,
happy. Oh, no, he's not
On
pleased.
the wrong side of the 7 ball.
Oh. How'd that happen?
He just
Oh,
went-
wow, it came right back there. Wowza. Isn't it ironic how when you get down on a shot, you just say, just don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, and
That's
sometimes that's
exactly what you
exactly
do.
what happens.
I think it's a lot more often than sometimes.
If I was still in school, I think I'd read a psychology thesis paper on that. There's got to be some power of
It's
positive and or negative thought that
They say it's the picture that you show your mind. That's what you do when you get down and shoot, is try and make that picture happen. So if you're looking at the bad things that can happen, that's what happens. I don't think I show my mind any pictures, but that's what they say.
you probably do. I just don't think they have anything to do with pool.
Doo-doo.
So he makes it all the way around on this side of the 8. You think this will go on the side? I mean, that's a really thin.
I don't think he's going to try and play it in the
thin
side.
angle.
If anything, he'll call it once to the corner, but
To the top right corner?
yeah. Either that or try and crossface it. I can't tell if he's got an angle that he can come across and shoot it back into the side. And that's what he called.
Looks like Shane potentially is going to get some good points on there. His table on the right.
Yeah, he got that 14 broke out and had a shot on it, made it. Gonna get an 8.
Little controversy here.
A little drama with a gentleman that was trying to use the restroom that is nowhere near here. Thought he needed to walk between the tables to get there.
I didn't even see that happening. Did he make it between the tables?
I'm not exactly sure what happened.
Tim is causing trouble. He's trying to start a fight with a random looker on. Not really. Did that guy just come back in here?
Yeah, and then threw a chair in this general direction.
Are you serious? Man, where's our third camera? This could turn into a reality TV show. Okay, stand by. Pool is on a hold. Could you guys quit causing trouble, please? That'd be super. All right, looks like the boys are gonna resume the rack and pool. Oli, did you get both those games?
Yep.
Okay, thanks. Clearly I got distracted by chair throwing or whatever was going on over there.
One was a 3, the other one I believe was a 7.
Oh, yeah. He got the 14. That was the last thing I remember.
Or maybe it was an 8.
Oh, give them details. Just the guy that tried to walk through the tables. I think he may be slightly inebriated. And
he came back.
He came back after they threw him out. He came in the other door.
That he was trying to walk to.
Originally, before he got stopped.
Threw a chair in the general direction of these tables.
It wasn't like people had to duck. It didn't make it even remotely close.
1 second.
Oh, pool players crack me up. I think my favorite when there's controversy is the retelling or the replay when people have to explain what happened. Wow, look at this table on the left. Whew. Stuff blew apart and then kind of drew right back together over on the right-hand side.
If you guys are watching right now, you can tell that the room is slightly leaning to the right. If you just look at where all the balls ended up on both tables.
I don't know if you guys know this, but they moved this pool match to the Cosmos in the Hills.
The chair landed to the right side of the right table, and I think it may have lopsided the room just a little bit.
I know at one point they leveled the tables, but that disgruntled man apparently did some damage. Oli, are you going to regulate these guys pretty soon? I can see you preparing.
I'm kind of laughing that they're still talking about that shot.
They're so...
It would all be over if everybody would just quit talking about it.
Well, they don't want... Yeah.
Only
okay,
one or two people in general that need to stop talking about it, and nobody would know about it.
That was a pretty great bank shot.
He didn't get much of a payout for it.
No, he didn't at all.
I think he gets to do another tough shot.
What do you think he's going to do here?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I don't know
Probably
that he
safe.
can get, yeah. I don't know that he can get on that 15. I'm not saying Tim is vertically challenged or anything. That just is a really tough shot. See, Kim typed it right as I said it.
I was laughing about Becky's comment because
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think that I said that Justin was involved.
You didn't, although-
I guess it depends on which subject, because we have two going on. The shot Justin wasn't involved in, but the chair incident he was.
Yes. Indirectly. I mean, it's not like he threw it or caught the chair or anything, but oh, look at that safety. You think they can see the 4-ball? No,
I
it's-
don't think so.
It's pretty tight on there. I wish my safeties worked like that. He's always involved. Capital ALWAYS.
I think your cap lock key was stuck there for a second. You should probably put that back on the live match. No,
Jeremy looking at
too
here.
late.
It's right there. Just go. Take this camera. I could just unhook my. Should I just unhook it and put it down there? I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna.
Okay.
I should have enough battery. Be right back.
All right. Both Jeremy and Ben are studying their respective tables. Looks as though Ben has made up his mind about something. And doesn't quite get a hit. That'll give Tim ball in hand. And Tim stretched out over the table. Makes the 15.
Okay. I think I'm back.
Got a little bit of work to do to try and get onto the 8-ball. Now Jeremy looks like he's made up his mind. A little love. Oh, Tim got some love there. Got a good shot on the 8 on the side. That'll be a big game. 9 points. And it's in. Good shot, Tim.
Hey, Steve. Steve.
I missed what happened there on Vince's shot. It looks like the results of it aren't real pretty.
Okay. 45-36. So it looks as though state line jumpers have exceeded the, not quite. I was going to say the 10-point spot.
I put that score in the wrong spot.
Did you?
No, I didn't. 45. It was 45-27. Yeah.
Okay.
And Vince makes that one ball once to the side to continue his run.
Those tall players.
Yeah, definitely get the back of their head if they're standing up watching the match.
I don't know how far these guys are. I know that the A played the other. A played. What up to the hill?
Yeah,
the finals.
Yep, the loser of this match gets third in the second chance A division. And the winners will be in tomorrow morning's finals.
And then do they start over? Do they still have a lot? Do they have a loss or no?
This is the loser side of the second chance.
Right. So does it redraw tomorrow or no?
No, there's only 2 teams left. The winner of this match will have to beat whoever's on the hill twice.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Right.
And it looks like Vince is probably going to get out over there. Unless he gets funny on the 8 ball.
Who's on? Oh, yes. On the hill. It's break room number 1, the old Night Owl team.
They're on the hill? In the other one? I'm not sure. I thought that they had lost one. Didn't they put Dwayne and them out? I'm pretty.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that break room number 1. That's the main A division. I'm pretty sure that they came through the loser side. They'll be in the finals tomorrow, and whoever's on the hill, they have to beat twice. I'm not sure who's on the hill in that one.
Who was it?
And I'm actually not sure who's on the hill in this one.
All right. I'm in the process of finding out. Unfortunately, the people that were going to tell me are in a heated discussion about a call like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Oli, we need to do a wake-up call at 3 in the morning our time.
For who?
Did you just talk into your mic?
No,
Oh, okay.
I talked towards you.
Yeah. for my mom to go to Puerto Rico. She's like, give me a call at 2. I'm kind of upset she's going to Puerto Rico. Should I just not give her a wake-up call?
No, she deserves to go to Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah. She's giving me plenty of wake-up call. Maybe that's where we should go for your spring break?
That'd be better than Pierre.
Pierre is pretty much the Puerto Rico of South Dakota.
Yeah.
Hello. This place is spring break capital.
Oh, if only we weren't running a family-friendly show.
Pool players gone wild. I think we should start that.
This would be the tournament to do it at. They break pool cues over people's heads. They throw chairs.
Oh, I was going to say, what other crazy things have happened, but I'm sure we could come up with a litany.
You know, and I'm sure that in Rapid, it's the same way, but since we know everybody in Rapid, and everybody's, you know, that we know is from there, we don't hear about all the crazy things that happen. Because it's just like normal there.
I did not see him to miss this ball. Really to the inside.
Yeah, he hit it pretty thick. 100% on calling shots after the fact.
Yeah.
It's probably because he was up there texting someone to tell you hi.
Yeah, no kidding. He needs to not be on his phone. Particularly since I just talked to him before they played. He's funny.
I know that I'm only 10 feet from you, but I'm going to text someone that's several hundred miles away and have them say
Well,
hi.
what I'm thinking is that he probably told him to text something else, like, tell Megan to quit sucking on the instant replays if we miss an 8-ball, or something mean, and Jeremy just censored it and cleaned it up a little bit to not hurt my feelings.
It's pretty much the same thing.
People are getting awfully rowdy in here tonight. It is Saturday night.
I can't believe they're still arguing about that shot.
It's a little funny. For those of you that are really feeling left out, on the...
No, don't tell them. Then they'll leave our stream and go watch the recorded.
Don't do that now, but you can later. Can't they open both and just pause one?
I don't know, maybe.
I think they could. Anyway, they probably don't care. But if you're feeling left out, I don't want you to feel like we're going to keep referencing something, because apparently everyone here is going to continue to talk about it till next year. There was a call on the opening. That scares me every time. I hate that function on your computer. Pretty much just thought I wiped everything clean there. On Friday night's single finals between Shandy Dvorak and...
Was it set 1 or set 2?
It was set 2. Stefan gets out with a 6 there. Okay. Yeah, it was set 2 at about 26 minutes. I know that because I've had to search for it like a bajillion times by now. But between Shandy Dvorak and Dan Olsen. And it was a call a ref made, and the ref called it a foul, and the players decided that they didn't believe it was a foul, so Dan did not take ball in hand, but he still got out on it, and Shandy had missed the 8-ball anyway, so it's kind of a moot point, but these are the things that are important to pool players, and they're going to hang on to these things till, I don't know, all of eternity, possibly. So that is, they're doing a replay on another computer with the ref and with multiple players, and of course everybody that hears the story then wants to see the video So if you want to later, you can most definitely go find the Open A Finals, second set of Dan Olsen and Shandy Dvorak.
And then you can judge for yourself whether or not it was a good hit or a foul.
Kim, I don't know if I should say. You can just, if you look at the video, you can tell.
It was a ref.
Yeah, it was a ref, correct.
Might not even either one of those two.
Might not have been. I think it was that one guy. I think it was that Ryan ref guy that I thought was on the screen earlier.
Totally.
Are they checking score only? Or oh. These teams are just trouble. That's the hardest thing about streaming them. I haven't. What? Where's the discrepancy? I'm pretty sure that was a 9.
Yeah, I think Justin and them had it as an 8, and
I could be
Hunsley
wrong.
and them had it as a 9.
Hey, actually, Kim would be good for that. She could rewind the stream. She's had to do that before.
I don't know if you can rewind it while we're recording.
Oh. Hey, Kim, do you want to see that? Do you have a little...
She might remember. It was Tim's first game.
Yeah, it was the very... Kim was on, right? Yeah, the very
Yeah.
first game. He was playing... that's when he was playing Stefan, right? We have him down as a 9, and one of the teams has him down as an 8, or they both do.
No, I think...
Horses to Harleys.
I think Horses to Harleys has him as an 8, and
They're just trying to take points away from their teammate,
State
or I'm
line
trying
jumpers
to pad him up with extra
have
ones,
him
one or
in
the
as-
other.
And I don't know, they might not have him in as 8. Who knows? They might have him in as a 5, and
I just remember it being a big game.
it could be 3 different scores on 3 different score sheets.
Geez, now I feel like I actually need to pay attention and keep score on this sheet.
Jeremy had it as a 9. Are you keeping score too, Jeremy?
Good work, Jeremy. I like you, buddy. Not because I care who gets what points, because that's what I had.
He's probably only keeping score on Steven's games.
Yeah. Did he text you
Just
to
so
do that?
you can rub it in.
Did he say, hey, whatever Megan says on the feed, just say yes. That's also what you have. Keep her happy, and she will portray us in a positive light, and she'll keep the cameras away from us when we come up from Nebraska, and party a little too hard sometimes. They don't do that.
Never. I've never even, I was surprised when people were talking about them drinking. I've never even seen them drink.
I'm pretty sure Ben doesn't ever consume alcohol, ever.
And if I had seen them drink, I would say that I'd never seen them drink before, just because it's kind of a guy thing, just in case.
Never ever, he says.
You never know what people get in trouble for. I shouldn't say that. You never know what guys get in trouble for.
Guys don't know what they get in trouble for.
I know. That's why we are constantly like, yeah, I've never seen them drink before.
You know what game married guys like to play with their wives? How is this my fault? It's where you try to take something totally unrelated to what's happening and figure out how it has become their fault. Oh, Jeremy knows that our state tournament falls on St. Patrick's Day.
That is true. There may be some green beer flowing, but not at the Civic Center. I don't think the Civic Center goes that extra mile. Maybe they do.
Jeremy, are you the one that has to work that weekend? Or he was telling me about somebody that has to work and can't get off during St. Patty's. Maybe that's not you. I'm not getting a confirmation in the affirmative. You're playing singles? Okay. Singles should be over by then. We would hope anyway. Somebody though, someone was telling me that they know has to work at a bar. Go figure. They might be a little bit busy, but they're not going to make it. They're not going to be at state during the weekend. Ollie's cracking up. Stand by. Come on, Ollie. You don't appreciate that they're trying to reenact it with a Pepsi or a Diet Dr. Pepper bottle in a can?
I just can't believe they're still arguing about it.
I think I should turn a camera on them.
I'm not saying that it was a foul or it wasn't a foul, but I mean, at some point you got to admit when you're wrong, and the proof is right in front of you.
And you're not saying one way or the other who that might be.
Right.
Yeah. I enjoy the aspect that they were reenacting it on a table with balls, but now we've been reduced to a diet.
The cue ball is a Diet Dr. Pepper.
And something is a beer can.
The eight ball was a Coors Light, and the whatever ball was Bud Light.
I can see how that, and it's on a table with just a linen on it, and I can see how that would get. You're like, no, I'm worried about the Coors Light ball hit. Not the Diet Dr. Pepper bottle hit. Oh, folks, if only you could actually be here with us.
I wonder how long ago the light bulb went off in his head saying, I am wrong, but I'm going to continue arguing this.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you should think about that the next time you and I argue about something. Maybe you should use this as a learning experience.
You know, I've already found out that the light bulb never goes off in your head. You always think you're right.
Oh, but I'm talking about the light bulb in your head when you're like, maybe I am wrong. Maybe Megan always is right.
I always admit when I'm wrong, eventually.
Yeah, quietly under your breath, like at a different event when I'm not anywhere near you.
Usually when I stop arguing.
They're going to have a heart-to-heart now, so it's okay. Hey, if they hugged at the end of this, it might just make my whole weekend. We might have to get the extra camera out, not going to lie.
If one of the camera views changes really, really quick, you'll know what I'm going towards.
It'll be momentarily. It'll be for a fantastic bromance-like man hug.
Can't get the guy throwing a chair, but I'll get two guys hugging.
The guy in the chair, I didn't even see that guy try to walk through the tables the first time.
I didn't either.
I just saw Justin's explosive reaction. Who won?
I don't know.
I don't think there was 5 shots missed in all 5 games. Let's give them another round of applause.
And that's my favorite. My favorite announcement for juniors. Talking about a junior tournament. Everybody's under 21. Most of them are well under 18, and they played a race to 3. The end score was 3-2. And he said, I don't think there were 5 balls missed in the whole match. They played a hell of a match. If you can tell me what's wrong with that sentence, you win.
It could have been way worse.
It
could have been way worse. I could have been like, beep, beep, out loud to cover you, to censor. Did you like my radio style beep? I bet you didn't even realize that was me doing it with my mouth. But you thought I had the button right here. And
I'm pretty sure everybody knew that you were doing it with your mouth.
Okay, these are all things we will never be able to save in the recording. There's been like 3 things in this match particularly.
Why did you go there? I wasn't even talking about that.
And to back
Cam
Justin
gets
up,
a 7.
he didn't start anything and he wasn't like adversely involved. My attention was drawn to the situation with the inebriated gentleman when I heard Justin's reaction.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I perked up. It's not like he instigated anything. He may have.
No, he didn't. He actually didn't realize what was going on at first, and then after he figured out what was going on, he thought the guy was joking about being mad.
Oh.
And when he realized that the guy was seriously mad that they weren't going to let him go through the tables, then Justin politely told him that he needed to go the other way.
What a great shot on the 5.
That's a pretty poor roll there. He hit the 3 ball so full that he just double kissed it and it stayed right where it was instead of coming off the rail. I don't think he called it 2 to the corner. Ooh. We're still using the pop bottle beer can diagram. I'll let you guys know as soon as that's over, and you can tell me how ridiculous you think it is.
I am, don't get me wrong, I'm excited for these matches, but I'm excited to see how this ends, because it could escalate.
Ooh.
Oh, Jimmy's not going to be happy about that. They are, actually, are they in 4th round right now? Did they make it a 4th? They're finishing up 3rd, right?
I'm not sure. Have you been writing down the scores as I've been saying them?
No.
Okay.
I've been really...
it's either
know
the
here in a
end of the
second.
3rd or
Yeah, I
it's
think we're-
the beginning of the 4th.
Yeah, we're barely into the...
Jim's playing Tim. That should have been the second game of the 4th round. And Ben, I believe, is playing Ryan, but I could be wrong.
I have Ben and Jeremy in the 4th.
Okay. So maybe Ben's
Unless
playing
I wrote
Jeremy.
that wrong.
Jeremy's sitting in the middle of the table. I didn't think he'd be playing there, but he could be. Who's Ben playing the other round?
4? He was playing Tim. And Tim's on the other table, so that's impossible. Impossible is what I say.
yes.
Tim Sham is amazing, but 2
4th
games
round.
at once? I don't know.
Jeremy, you will be disappointed if you go watch it.
But you will know what they're discussing if you do go watch it. Just don't go watch it now. Jim puts away that 8 ball for a 4.
It's going to make it 60 to 43.
Have we done a score check with them since Justin asked about that other round or not?
No.
Do you want to catch Mr. Tim right there? He's trying to pull cords out as we speak, I think. Hope you guys are enjoying the fact that I am tuning in very white tonight with my laryngitis. Did you get that one figured out? In pool player language, that was really polite. That was like etiquette. Oh, goodness.
And I just checked again. They are still talking about that shot.
And we did a score check. We're
good with score?
consistent, all
with,
right.
With at least horses to Harleys.
Yeah, it would now. Justin was one to confirm it, so it is speculative. I'm not gonna lie.
Ben's got a little bit of work to do. I think maybe he's got that 10 ball though.
What about that 13 though? Does it go by?
Oh, he's looking at shooting the 11, cutting the 11 back. He must not have it. I thought maybe he had enough of it.
Hello, Alabama pool. Are you actually in Alabama? We always like to know where all of our viewers are, which is impossible with all of our guests when they do not create a login and chat with us. But that's all right. If you want to watch from the shadows, we don't mind. But it is very quick and easy to create a login, and then you get to participate in the chat. This very lively chat we're having tonight with numerous family members and fellow pool players that are viewing.
Oh, then he's about to scratch.
Yeah. Yeah, Vince did scratch. He got that bank and then scratched up in the corner. That's going to turn that table over. Ben misses his cut to the corner with the 11.
And horses to Harleys are coming up on both tables.
Kim, I do believe we decided the loser of this takes third.
Third.
Okay.
In the second chance A division.
Chance A. Really?
Maybe not.
Maybe.
Either way, they're still talking about it.
The dramatization with the beer cans and soda bottle.
Oh no, I was going to say it's over, but I just looked back and I see the beer cans moving.
You love talking away from the microphone.
I do, but everybody hears me just fine. Just ask them.
Hi from Maine. What is the weather like in Maine?
What part of Maine? I've been to Bangor.
Hello, Viper. They might have their audio on.
That's a possibility.
Somebody better say hello. Because Viper is not responding to us talking to them. Nice job. You were failing the party right now.
Hello.
Didn't you just write a 10-page paper? I'm scared to see the grade on that.
So I used it all. I used all my typing skills up and my spelling skills for that.
For what? The month?
Probably the year, unless somebody assigns another paper.
Terrible weather. We don't like terrible weather.
Ooh.
What happened over there? Let's do a little replay action.
Maybe. If we can get there.
Okay.
It's going to be a long replay because I got excited.
You did.
Look at this kick shot. You guys saw this, right? Look at this again. 2-rail kick, straight in the corner pocket. You can't be mad about the shot that you have on the 8-ball after that. I mean, you'd love to be straight in on it, but
Meh.
you just 2-rail kick the ball straight into the heart of the pocket.
Kittery was the response, the southernmost part.
And Kittery, isn't that right, Vibe? Oh no, I haven't been to Bangor. I've been to Portland, Maine.
I like when you lie. And then when you admit it, you're the most honest liar I know.
Oh, there is probably a good 5 to 10 second lag
Oh,
for you,
that.
I'm sure.
I want answers now. Didn't we discuss I am instant gratification? Whether I take that into account or not. See, I just feel I'm so close to you guys. I feel like you're right here with us. And so then I thought maybe you were ignoring me. But I'm over it. I got it. And there goes an 8-ball.
For a 7 on that table.
And a scratch on the right-hand table.
I'm not sure what Ryan was trying to do.
The 7.
7 goes to horses to Harleys for Jeremy.
There he is.
Makes it 60 to 50.
It's kind of a big swing for them. They needed that.
No, he wasn't locked on it. I think he was trying to cut it in the side. It's the only thing that I can come up with there.
Sorry if I wasn't so stressed out trying to write down the scores and triple check for these guys. I would have had a sweet replay. Ole doesn't like when I do replays.
I love them. I don't know what you're talking about.
A 45-minute drive south of Portland. When were you in Portland? When you were sailing?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Back in the day.
I actually had a buddy that lived in Peabody, Massachusetts. I went down and met him in Boston, and I actually stayed in Peabody. And Viper, being from Maine, knows that I'm saying that correctly,
I
I'm
was going to
sure.
say, I think you're making that up. I have
But
no way
it,
of confirming or denying.
It is Peabody, as far as I'm actually concerned. It's Peabody.
Viper's watching on their iPhone. Apparently, a lot of people are rocking the phone usage and the chat, which really impresses me. I feel like I would just give up. Although we've watched a couple of streams on a phone before. We've never done the chat also, though.
I can't do the chat on that small of a screen and watch the feed. I guess it'd be okay. Somebody's excited about something around here.
I guess so. Okay, and he just got out. So Vinny gets a 3.
Vinny gets a 3.
And I think Justin is already playing Stefan. That means Mr. Tim Shama has the break. We are starting the 5th and final round. He will be breaking against Shane.
Yeah, Viper, I spent a couple days in Portland. I want to say 3 or 4. I'm trying to remember if... I want to say I went through Kittery, though. There must be something there that's worth seeing, because I recognize the name.
Am I first on the chat and feed?
Oh, for a phone? No, there was... there were a couple other people.
Tim's daughter, I know. I believe she's been on one all day watching. It still impresses me that you guys pull that off. I'm always surrounded by laptops and computers, so I try to minimize my phone usage. Mainly because people are constantly blowing up the texting portion of my phone. I can't believe how much more sound your mic is picking up from the overhead speakers than mine.
I was going to say maybe mine's pointed more up, but it's not.
It's not. Oh.
Stays out of the pocket. He
It
makes a
did.
ball. He doesn't have a whole lot to shoot at. Just because of where the cue ball went.
And as
Probably
we
9
mentioned
on the side, maybe?
earlier, if the match is mathematically impossible, they will probably not finish it. They're not supposed to, but I do believe this is the last one for the night for them. And then I don't know, what's the plan, Ole Olsen?
I don't
think
know.
all the big matches are done, aren't they? Are we going to shut down for the night, or?
Yeah, I'm guessing this is probably going to be our last match of the night. They don't. I think pretty much all of the matches that they're going to play tonight have already started.
Do you want to confirm that so that we know before we tell all our viewers good night, or that there's another match coming up?
I suppose we could. Or we could just call it a night at the end of this one.
I just want to make sure we don't miss any big matches tonight. And so that we know our start time for tomorrow actually would be hugely helpful to know when they're going to start finals matches.
Yeah, we can certainly go look at the board. I'm sure that they're starting either at 9 or 10.
You want to double check with the
But I
tournament
will
desk too?
check and make sure. We still have a ref not very far away that can probably just tell me.
Maybe. That might be a controversy. Thanks, Ole. All right. We got Shane on our right table. Of course, Mr. Justin Speed on the left. Mr. Lou Lenz's horse has given me the I'm watching you eyes. Might have to steal that guy to do some commentating. Probably, more than likely, if we're doing city teams, he will jump in there. Usually I just have to buy him a beverage or two, maybe containing Crown and or 7-Up, maybe not. Just goes all the way back down the table. We have a rogue cue ball in the middle of his game that he just stopped for. Well, Justin looks over that table. Shane's going to go ahead and block the pocket with his 10 ball.
The outlet malls. I knew I was in Kittery for something. I did go down and go shopping in Kittery.
Did you really?
I did. In fact, I still have a couple of jackets from there.
Really?
Leather jackets from the, now I believe, no longer existing Leather Unlimited.
Oh, yes. Wow, look at that combo from Tim.
Picked up some Pittsburgh Panthers jackets for $20 a piece with the idea that I would sell them. And I never sold them. So they have started all of the matches that they're going to start this evening.
Okay.
Everyone but the C division is down to finals. The C division has one match at 8 a.m. and then all the rest of the matches are at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Beautiful. So finals, everybody put that on the
10 a.m. finals.
iPhone calendar.
10 a.m. Central Time.
For those of you back home, West River. It's going to be a little early, not too early though. It's not like 7 a.m., which is awfully early to watch pool. Look at that safety.
And Justin's going to try and put this 5-ball into about half of the pocket. Doesn't need to hit it too hard though. He's just drawing back a little ways for the 4-ball on the side. Ooh, just gets it in there by the 9-ball. That's going to be a big game over there.
Yeah, it is.
And Justin's a pretty big guy, so he's going to be right in our way for it.
Needless to say, he
There it
puts in the
is.
8.
That's a 10 ski, I believe.
I think so. That was huge. That game was the last game in the 4th round. So even though we started the 5th, that was a nice one to close it out. That really brought him close.
63-60 with 5 games to go.
He, at the beginning of the game, mentally he flashed back to that 10-0 he had when he put the A-ball in the wrong pocket. And
The first 2 games, actually, he had chances at 10s.
he decided he was going to totally redeem himself. Oh, Lou's getting in on it. I told the listeners, as Lou was making his way over, he was giving me the ICUIs. I said I'm going to steal him to commentate for city teams if we do it. I have a feeling they're going to
I see
grab
that we've
me.
regressed back to
I
the
know.
beer cans and soda bottle.
They're probably going to look at it on the computer again.
That's a last-ditch effort when they go back to the computer.
That was a pretty big spread on that table for Jim Hunsley, and a ball fell in the corner. How's Shane looking over there on the right? I know, you were just entranced by the controversy behind us, but...
I just think it's hilarious.
I think that might haunt him forever. Vince handed me a more than lukewarm drink from like 4 days ago. Oh.
Squeezes right through there and then gets on the other side of the 11 so he doesn't have a shot on the 12. That's okay. He's still got the 10 ball down by the corner.
The 13 might be a little tricky if he doesn't get a breakout, no?
It's going to be more than a little tricky if he doesn't get a breakout. So I don't think it banks to the
I
corner.
don't think so.
Either.
Maybe, though.
Actually, almost looks like that's what he's looking at right now. He's looking at shooting the 11 past the 12. Looks like it goes. And for those of you that have been around for a while, just want you to know the conversation is still going.
Yeah, for those of you that might lose sleep over it tonight. Oh, that was a pretty good try. I didn't see that happening.
Well, he's got the breakout angle on it now.
Oh, jeez. It's hanging in there.
In fact, that might have been the best position he could have got.
Totally planned it.
I like it when a plan goes so wrong that it comes out perfect.
Isn't that nice? I told the viewers that I pay Lou in maybe crown and or 7, maybe not.
How do I get on that plan?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not paying you. I'm just saying if Lou helps me out next weekend, then that may or may not be how I pay him.
He's going to have to. We're going to put him out of the tournament. I'll still be playing.
Oh, the wishful thinking mind of Ole Olsen, folks. Jim may come back with a resounding, fairly big game over here, following up Mr. Justin Speed.
It's looking a lot like it is going to be a 9.
And it is.
And Shane over here, he should get this breakout. All he's really got to do is, that's crazy. I did not see him playing it that way, but. Thanks, Viper. We appreciate that. Megan is double checking the score. Yeah, Jeremy, I thought for sure he'd shoot that 11 ball and break out the 13. And then he, I don't even remember if it was the 10 or the 12, went down in this corner. So it was to me, it seemed like the perfect choice. You break out the 13 and then you have the 12 ball right there to shoot in and try and get shape on the 13. But either he didn't see it or didn't like it, one or the other.
Obviously, when I wanted to check the score, I should have just asked Stefan. I yelled at Vince like 19 times before he actually heard me. And then he had to go to Stefan for confirmation anyway that that was his score.
You should have asked Jeremy to text Stefan
Oh, yeah.
what the score was.
What the score was. Double check. Yeah, yeah. Did you just vert jump up here, Jim Hunsley?
Please get that one on there, Ole.
We did, but we stopped recording right when you shot.
No one surprised me.
Jimmy was showing off for the cameras and wanted to make sure that we recorded it for him.
We'll be sure to edit that out. Ben's got a little bit of work ahead of him. Holy jeez. Shane totally pulled that off. We were talking about that earlier.
Makes the 13 ball.
He did. In fact, that's replay worthy. I've decided I don't care what he's shooting next. He'll appreciate this later. Boom.
Boom, she says.
Yep. I like when I add in sound effects. You can't hear it. We don't have an area mic on the table, but that's the sound it made.
I'm pretty sure it was more like a click thud.
And that's where our great minds differ. You're boring with click and thud. You're like a crappy comic book, you know, where they have to just put in the sounds.
It might have been.
I'm like full-blown
it
Dolby.
might have been-
I'm Dolby surround.
It might have been click, doot, doot, thud. There's 6
That's going to be
points.
6 points they
Got
come
out
back
there.
with.
That puts them up 18 with 2 to go or 3 to go.
Well, if we're on, oops, stand by. 3 to go, I believe. Ben's
to
playing
go.
right now, isn't he?
Ben is playing.
Yeah, he's playing Ryan. So Vince is going to be
Vince
up against Justin. Justin's breaking him.
No, Vince is breaking.
Oh yeah. I don't like that. See, I'm using the old sheet, the sheet with the spot thing. So there's like an extra spot above where I wrote their names.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you didn't even look. You just said gotcha. I heard
Gotcha.
that patronizing answer. Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Whatever you say, Megan. Whatever you see on the score sheet.
Just admit that you were wrong.
How about could you give me a diet Dr. Pepper bottle, please? I'm gonna explain to you what my score sheet looks like. And a beer can.
I don't have any beer cans.
Well,
do.
I can't reenact it.
I got
I'm
you.
sorry.
I got you. You asked for a Diet Dr. Pepper bottle. I handed you one.
Well, if you knew anything about women, you'd know just because you got me what I wanted, it's not enough. It's never going to be enough. There's no cake, there's no ice cream. Happy birthday. See, Viper enjoys my added sound effects. Jeremy enjoys my replay, my instant replay. Nobody's enjoying the laryngitis voice, not even me. But
everybody likes my split screen.
everybody does like your split screen. I should make you a t-shirt that says that. What is going on in Ben's game? What's in that corner? Is that like the tornadoes that went through whatever part of Alabama? I don't know what happened.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
His
so almost 50% of the rack is in that corner.
And his 7 ball is just like
all by itself.
Annihilated, buried in there.
5 balls there too.
Oh, and his 5 ball. Well, that's good. At least they're leading the pack. Ben's family's going to appreciate this later. He said his boys are probably going to get to watch it. So hello. Or his wife was potentially going to wake them up to watch it. But it's probably pretty late now, even in Shattern. So this will probably be a post-watch game.
I told you should have watched your language. Yeah, that's right, you. I do believe you said, oh, that was me. I said hell earlier.
Mr. Tim Shaman just made a stop off at the booth. This time, he didn't try to grab my leg, which he didn't try to do before. He
Took a drink of his Crown and 7.
Yeah, right. He didn't unplug any of our equipment, which we greatly appreciate. And he said to say hello. He sent a little voice message out. What was that, Oli? Will you send it on?
He said to say hi to Kim and Missy. I like the laryngitis voice.
Who doesn't? Just kidding. Okay, well, my brain's going to implode looking at Ben's game, so we're going to go look over at Justin's game on the right. That's where I'm going to look. You guys can look wherever you want.
Thanks to my split screen. Megan didn't want to use it. I don't know if you guys were here for that.
I did not like it or want
But
to use it.
I'm gonna rub that one in for a long time.
I just wanted a functional way to make it work for commentating, where you weren't talking about one match and I was talking about another match. Needless to say, your split screen didn't do anything when they decided to start playing on 3 tables without telling us.
Actually, if we'd had a camera, I could have went to 3 triple screen.
A 3 triple, so 9 screens?
A triple screen.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to say 3 screen, and it didn't sound like it was going to come out right.
Yeah, thanks, by the way, for throwing me under the bus like I swore earlier. I'm the one that makes the beep noise to censor. You are the one. I like it. I like how you want to take credit for the name of our company, but you don't want to, and you want to say that I'm the one that swears on this stream.
For some reason, I thought you came up with something else.
I came up with a ton of stuff because that's what I do. I come up with ideas. However, out of my plethora of ideas came our birth child that is One Shot Productions.
That's fine. It's a stupid name.
Unless you came up with it.
It's like only replaying missed shots. It's stupid.
Hey, I replay made shots.
When's the last one of those you did? Other
You know
than
what?
Like an easy
You know what?
straight in
Here's
eight
what
ball.
here's all I have to say. When you were writing your paper, I played tons of shots because when we were doing singles coverage, I had numerous camera views on one table. So I had all sorts of creative artistic stuff I could do. With your split screen, I'm a little more limited.
That's true. But we get to watch both games at once, so we're not telling people, oh,
It could be better.
Ben doesn't have a shot on really
Yeah.
anything except for to play the 4 off the 6 into the 1 into the side. I know you guys can't see it because we're on the other table, but now they get to see for themselves and judge how great the shot is or lackluster. I think he was trying to play that off the 6 into the side, actually.
Hey Kim, I know you're working on some sponsors for us to be able to stream City. If you could work on some volunteers to come tear all this stuff down tomorrow, you might be my hero. That scratch in the side is potentially not, well, even with ball in hand, I don't know if that's what Ben needs to be able to get that cluster down in the bottom broken out. So it might not have been as detrimental as it could have been this late in the match.
Well, I think
Justin did just have a miss up in the corner on the right table.
I think for Ben, the game-winning shot here might be to just play safe. But at this point,
And let Ryan break him out, or what's your?
Well, no, just get the 5 ball out of there and push up against the 7 ball. Or if he can make the 5 ball and try and break it out, go that way. But I don't think the 7 ball is going to come out of there. At this point, they're up 18 with only 3 games to go. A win in either game seals the deal, and just getting your balls off on both tables. You know, they're both at both tables. If Vinny gets his balls off and Ben gets the 3 or 4 that he can see off, that pretty much will end the match as well. A lot of this
You are
team stuff
very
is
welcome.
knowing. A lot of this team stuff is knowing where you're at in the match. When it comes down to the end, knowing what you need to do. If you don't need to get out, there's no reason to go for it.
You are very welcome, Viper. We enjoy it at least 92% of the time. Once in a while, I have my moments.
And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, especially this late in the game. So, Maine, it's got to be. So we're in Central Time right now, right?
Right.
So aren't they
I don't
normally
even
3
know.
hours ahead of us?
Maine,
It's 10
Maine
to
is
1.
1 hour ahead of Central Time. So they're 2 hours ahead of us in Rapid.
Some beauty sleep. Get some for me, please.
Let's see, Vince.
Join us tomorrow. What time? What time? What did we say?
10 a.m. Central Time.
10 a.m. Central. We'll
be
start
up
doing
and
finals.
running. So let's see.
Good night.
Justin has the
And
potential
farewell.
to get an 8 over there. So if he gets all 8 points there, that puts him up 10. Puts state line jumpers up 10 with 2 games to go. Which means
These are the last 3 games. So,
which actually just means that on this other table, Ryan just needs to win to at least get the last game to count for something. And the more points he gets, the better.
2 a.m. is awfully early/late.
At this
Though,
point,
if you feel like you're going to miss out on the end, there is only potentially 1 more game, right? I guess if they get a big one, that could clinch it.
correct.
You never know what our end game show ender might be. I couldn't come up with a good name for that. I'll work on the finale. I'll work on that.
Well, thanks for joining us, Bruce. And I don't know if we introduced ourselves. My name is Oli.
I am Megan.
We will be here at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And for sure on March 14th through Sunday, I think the 19th, we will be doing
The 18th.
another tournament.
Yep.
So 14th to the 18th. Mostly evenings for that. So come join us then if you're not able to come in the morning. And have a good night.
Are all of our other viewers still with us? Is anybody nodding off, sleeping, pretending to watch? They probably just put us on mute and they're just watching. They're like, I'm just going to listen to music or watch TV while this is going on.
I wouldn't blame him.
I wouldn't either. In fact, that's what I'm doing. No. Oh, no. Naughty, naughty Kool-Aid. Oh, my God. I thought that wasn't going to go in.
4-wheel rattles in.
Now what.com? That 7 is just buried. Megan, like, what's my last name?
think
There's no
he's-
H in my name, by the way.
I
I'm
think
the
he's
simple
gonna
Megan.
kick into the 5 ball and try and leave the cue ball back there.
I am Megan Saheli Thornus. Yeah, that's right. I threw the middle name in there just to throw you guys off.
Oh, just throwing your name around on the internet.
I know.
Why not just throw your social security number out there too?
Well, I'm going to be posting my phone number
Address,
later.
phone
My cell
number.
phone for personal texting later on. I don't even have to. Jeremy has it from Stefan, I'm sure. It's already been posted somewhere, I'm sure.
Your social security number or your phone number?
Everything. Those Shatron guys.
gonna say,
You gotta look
he
out.
got-
They're shady. Oh my lord. Okay, so of course it is a foul, but I mean, I'm really surprised that he shot that ball up here or down here in the left corner. I kind of thought he was gonna leave something for
Yeah.
himself because I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter. It's got to be broken out anyway.
I don't know. Justin did not get out on the other table. Which makes both of these games even more critical. An 8 on the other table would have got them within 10 with 2 to go, or to 10 with 2 to go, but yeah, you know. A loss on either game ends it, and also getting all the balls off on both games would end it. Well, I think Vince is going to end this match for us.
I think so. It's been a close one. I'm really out
He's
of all
got
of
a
them.
little bit of angle on that 4 ball that he didn't want. Hey, that conversation's over.
I know. The conversation might not be, but one person is not there anymore. And I believe that finishes off officially the score with that game left. Vince got a 5. So it is mathematically impossible for Stefan and Cameron to play their game, the last game in the last round. That means Horses to Harleys of Spearfish, South Dakota.
Takes 3rd place.
That's right. Congratulations to those gentlemen. Great match. Really, really close the whole time, honestly. A couple big games in there.
Yeah.
Our Teddy's state line jumpers, I couldn't get Teddy's in the name. They were just too lengthy. They have to be complicated and difficult.
Well, you spelled mine right, so you're all good in my book.
Wow, nice work. Nobody spells your name right. Jeremy must totally. Are you Norwegian? Nobody knows how to spell Oli correctly.
Norwegians don't even know how to spell it correctly.
State line jumpers are going to move on. I believe they'll probably play at 10 in the morning also, or?
Yep.
Okay.
All the finals matches are starting at 10 a.m., except for the C division, which is pending the 8 a.m. match finishing.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be awake for that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you guys. We're not going to be streaming that 8
Yeah.
a.m. C division match. I don't think any of you would be there for it anyway. But
If you are, just text me on my personal number that I handed out.
yeah,
Let me know.
it is 605 555 5555.
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it. Thanks again to
Jimmy's trying to say something to me, but
all the rest of the entertainment that we had tonight.
Yeah.
Guy that threw the chair. The reenactment of the foul from Friday night's finals matches. And good night. Good luck. We will see you guys tomorrow.
yep. Have a good night.
Thanks, guys.